How's it going, everyone? The Packers have scheduled another player for a top 30 visit. So in this one, we're going to be looking at safety out of Florida State University, Akeem Dent. So Akeem Dent is currently the 25th best safety in this year's draft, so pretty far down. And he's currently overall ranked 342 overall. He's kind of projected to be a late day 3 pick, potentially in the 7th round, or an undrafted free agent. But he has some interesting measurables to him. So for his RAS score, he came in at an 8.65, so a pretty high RAS score. His current height is 5'11" and comes in at 203 pounds. He did the bench press 16 times, had a vertical jump of 33.5 inches, and a broad jump of 10 feet and 4 inches. And his 40-yard dash, he ran a 4.45, so a pretty good 40-yard dash for him. So to compare Akeem Dent's 40-yard time with the players that ran at the Combine, he ran a pretty good 40-yard time. So out of all the safeties, he would be tied at third with Cole Bishop and Jalen Simpson at the 4.45. So a pretty good 40-yard time comparatively for him. Now, for his time in college, he spent 5 years all at Florida State University. So in 2019, he played in 8 games, had 34 total tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss, and 7 pass defended. Then in 2020, he played in 6 games, had 12 total tackles, and that's about it for that year. Then in 2021, he had 44 total tackles, half a tackle for loss, half a sack, and 1 interception and 4 pass defended. Then in 2022, he played in 13 games, had 53 total tackles, half a tackle for loss, and 4 passes defended. Then in his final year, he played in 11 games, had 44 total tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, half a sack, and 1 pass defended, but also forced 2 fumbles. And if we were to look over on the PFF side for his grade, so in 2019, he had a 58 defensive grade, a 46.6 run defensive grade, a 60.6 tackling grade, and a 61.9 coverage grade. 2020, 57.2 defensive grade, a 56.1 run defense grade, a 59.6 tackling grade, and a 57.9 coverage grade. 2021 had a 68.7 defensive grade, so definitely improving. A run defense grade of 61.3, a tackling grade of 48.1, which went down a bit, and a coverage grade of 70.6. Then in 2022, pretty much stayed along that 60, so I had a 66.3 defensive grade, 68 run defensive grade, 73.2 tackling grade, so definitely improved from that 48.1, and a coverage grade of 68.4. Then in his final year, 68.8 defensive grade, 74.2 run defensive grade, 68.1 tackling grade, and a 65.2 coverage grade. So pretty much improved as the years progressed, especially in the overall run defense grade and in the coverage grades. So overall, not entirely a bad collegiate career. And if what makes him a little bit even more interesting, especially on the Packers side, with Jeff Hafley considering his specialty, once again, is his defensive backs, is in 2023, he didn't just play free safety. So if you look at the snaps by position, he played 204 snaps at the free safety position and 175 snaps as the box safety. Then another 49 snaps at slot corner. So he was actually played not just solely as a free safety, but he kind of played in a little bit other positions. So he has some versatility there. So what are some of the pros for him? Well, he's willing in run support, coming downhill quickly when Dent has a chance to make a play. He's tall framed with long arms to match with his powerful hands, straight line speed, and fluidity in his hips. Turning and chasing downfield shouldn't be a problem. He's quicker than he is fast, but he has a burst to close in zone coverage and plays physical at the line in man. Flashes some physicality as a hitter. Flashes good ball skills. Dent has the fluidity and change of direction ability to mirror quicker receivers underneath, and has good football awareness to read and react quickly and stay balanced and patient in space. Now, what are some of the cons for him? And this is where if the Packers do end up drafting him in the late rounds or even as an undrafted free agent. Some of the cons for him: he gave up far too many big plays in college, especially concerning since Dent has recovery speed to make up for his missteps. Feet aren't ideal as he gets sloppy in his back pedal and can be sluggish when transitioning to close on the ball, and has tense ankles and hips with choppy footwork when attempting to redirect and doesn't always look natural changing directions. And it's mainly those last two where it could become a slightly intriguing prospect, since Jeff Hafley could identify what's causing this and fix some of the fundamentals he's having and take away those weaknesses, and with his other strengths could actually become a decent corner. But that all remains to be seen if he's even drafted by us, of course, and how much improvement he could. He's definitely a developmental safety. He has a lot of things you can like about him, but his footwork and a lot of other things are currently holding him back. So he's definitely an intriguing prospect, especially for the Packers, and especially in the later rounds. We have a lot of picks in day 3, and the fact that he could potentially be undrafted makes him a little bit even more interesting. Like undrafted players, especially in a position of need. So like last year, tight end was a pretty big position of need, and Ben Sims ended up being an undrafted free agent for us, and he actually played some quality snaps down the road for us. So just because he's a late round pick or undrafted doesn't really take him out of the realm of possibility of contributing to this team. Because right now, our safety position, yes, we got Xavier McKinney, but that's about all we got. So our safety room is very thin. And also add on to the fact he has some versatility. He wasn't just a free safety. He could play in the box. And that could allow some interesting scheme things on Jeff Hafley's side if he were to actually play some snaps, to where you don't know if either Xavier McKinney's the free safety or maybe Akeem Dent's the free safety, which one's in the box, maybe one of them's playing slot corner. It adds a bit of flexibility to the defense, to where it's not, all right, well, if he's in, he's obviously playing this position. No, it allows some flexibility and could disguise some of the coverage, which would be intriguing if it actually comes to that. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.